Hey, what's up? This is Friday. This is Sam Potato Web. Why am I getting beat buzzed here? What's happening? Okay, I don't know why I'm getting buzzed. Okay, there. Well, anyway, it's Friday. Wow. What? Okay. Okay, we get. Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, trying to do a show here, people. This is the ever Lovin show, and we're gonna make sure that nobody bugs us anymore. And I see we have a guest. We have a guest backstage already. So let's see who this guest is. Wait, is that who I think it is? Derek.
Hey.
Well,
how's it going?
I'm sorry. I left you hanging back there a bit. But,
not a big deal.
Okay. So how are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing great.
Yeah.
It's raining here in the great state of South Dakota.
Yeah.
So
you probably need it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
You had a weather alert, I heard.
Actually, that was not a weather alert.
It wasn't?
That was some kind of child abduction.
Oh, the child abduction thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My.
I was like, what the heck's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that happens in South Dakota, and
yeah,
the whole state knows about it in about 10 seconds.
I bet.
So anyway,
yeah.
How was your week? You pick up anything good?
Did I pick up anything good?
Sure.
A few things.
A few things.
Why am I? There it is again.
They're still gone. They're still missing. I shouldn't joke about this.
Hey, I'm trying to do a show here, but hey, all right. Anyway,
hey, we got Rob Boswell watching. Big Herm.
Yeah, we got Big Herm.
Joe. We'll just say Joe.
Joe 777s. That's
sure.
Yeah. So, anyways, look at that. I got this Marvels.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. It'd be even better if Alex Ross was doing the interiors, but I don't. We can't have that. He's a busy guy. I know.
If that guy ever does interiors again,
yeah.
Wow. The original Marvels he did.
Look at this Black Cat. Did I say Black Cat?
There you go. Robbie, well, the PCP, Rob.
Yes.
He's actually enjoying that series.
Oh, there's a lot of people enjoying that series.
Well, I'm guessing you're included.
Yeah.
I never gave it a shot. I mean, I bought a couple of the covers, but that was about it.
Who knew? Who knew?
Hey, if it's good, read it.
Yeah. Hey, we got this annual.
Yep. I got that one, I think. Or it's being held.
Okay stuff, right?
Yeah. No, that's a good one.
Hey, speaking of Alex Ross, There you go. Yeah.
That's a good one. With the
Yeah.
Stilt Man, if I'm
Stilt Man. There you go.
Stilt Man. The only way Stilt Man is cool.
Bob? Where's Bob? Anyways, this is one of his guys, Stilt Man, right?
Is it?
He used to go against Daredevil all the time.
I know. It was a good character, you know.
Yeah.
I'd love to see somebody do a really good job with him. You know, make him relevant again.
Okay, really?
If you just mute it, it might work.
Okay. Anyways, King.
Have you read that yet?
I have not.
You haven't?
Really. No. I need to.
Yeah. I think I've got that held.
You got it held?
Well, in my poll.
For questioning? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Everybody. What's happening over there? Right? Because I didn't realize I was going to be doing a show and then people, like, stuff wouldn't be happening.
Oh, really? Well, while you're looking, I've been digging into my back issues because at SuperCon, which is the week before New York Comic Con, SuperCon is going to be happening. Nobody's. I used to be the director of it, but nobody's pulled out of the show yet. Nobody's said no, I'm not coming. Not like we got anybody major, like star-wise, you know. But we do have Tony Fleece coming. He lived here for a while. And Phil Hester from Family Tree. Let's see.
I recognize that name too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he's done DC. He's done Marvel. He's Independence. He's done it all.
Wasn't he the guy he did Irredeemable Ant-Man?
Yes, he did. Yep, he did. He's really, really known for Swamp Thing. To the
did he have a
hardcore guys. He drew that for quite a while.
Okay.
Yep. In fact, when probably one of the best panels I've ever been to was we also in Sioux Falls have the world record holder for the Swamp Thing collection.
Yeah.
And when I say that this guy knows everything Swamp Thing, he knows everything Swamp Thing. I mean, the panels, everything. Him and Phil do a awesome Q&A session.
I have
one of the best I've ever seen.
I have my wrestling shirt on.
Yes.
AJ Stein.
Remco, Ric Flair.
What? Wow, you are on top of it here. Look at this wrestling.
I didn't even know you had the shirt. Actually, I got AJ's autograph, but Remco, Ric Flair. He's sitting here. I'm going to collect all the Remco figures. I don't think I'm going to be able to get them on card, but I don't think I can afford that. But I got Ric Flair. He is missing the robe, but I'll get there.
I mean, come
on.
This
is Larry Zbyszko.
Wow.
And that's his soft goods shirt original. So that's kind of neat. Yeah. But anyway, they have a great Q&A thing that they do. It's awesome. So anyways, they're coming to those two are coming to SuperCon. Rick Leonardi, Leonardi, and Ron Martz, and Comic Wise.
Hey, Ron Mars of Silver Surfer Green Lantern fame.
Yes. Yep. Girl in the Refrigerator, Ron Mars.
Yes.
Yeah. They're coming. And let's see. Well, Claire Meath, she'll be there. You know, one of Bueller's favorite artists, and mine too. Let's see. Doug Mankey. A lot of people know his artwork.
Okay.
But anyway, so they're all coming, and so I'm selling a bunch of stuff this year at SuperCon. Now, maybe your viewers can help me.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's for sale here. It'll be for sale at SuperCon, but like, are Funkos still popular?
Yeah, they are.
They are.
I can tell you they are.
Hey, TM Nerdy, how you doing?
TM Nerdy thinks I'm his dad. Hello.
You're a dad? Wow!
I don't
congratulations.
know. I guess I'm a dad here. Yeah,
yeah.
See, didn't we have that conversation a while back? I don't know. No.
Sam's a dad.
Hey, I need to pour myself a drink.
FedEx delivery guy shows up at your house. Congratulations. You're a dad.
This came from the stork.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bird dropped it off. Anyway, no, I don't know if I should sell them or not, but I got
that's Grover? Super Grover.
Super Grover.
Nice.
There's like 5,000 of them made. It's flocked. I don't know. And then the original Spider-Man 2099 from Walgreens.
That one.
From way back in the day.
Yeah.
And
Herm, what are you talking about? I don't know why Herm is saying that like that, but
yeah. Well, they might not. I don't know. I just have a box of them.
Because if they're producing mass quantities every single week, I would think they're still hot. So.
Well, I would think so too. But maybe they're not collectible anymore. I don't know. People gotta let it breathe. But anyway, I got D and the Fifth Doctor with a guitar.
Okay.
Then I was lucky enough to get at some point Jimi Hendrix. And then his burning guitar.
The legendary Hendrix.
Yes. And then I got about 20, 30 other ones. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I should or not. But I'm not enjoying them anymore. So I might get rid of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to getting Tony Fleece to sign a Stray Dogs for me. And then he's got an exclusive trade paperback they're selling at the con. So 4 Stray Dogs, exclusive cover.
Okay, now how much do you know about that Stray Dogs book?
I've on purpose not read any of it because I was just going to get the trade. Like right from the beginning. Well, Fleece and JJ from JJ's Collectibles, he's also in town here. I knew. I did the math.
Yeah.
And SuperCon was happening, and then the next week is New York Comic Con. And Fleece usually goes to New York, but he wasn't going to. But I knew the timing, and it was like, you know what? I think they're going to do an exclusive cover for SuperCon, either the trade paperback or the last issue. And so I just was like, I'll wait and just get the trade. I didn't think it was going to blow up like it has. I don't think anybody did.
Seems to be a hot book. Yeah.
Well, yeah. All of those. You got all the horror movie collectors.
That's true.
Wanting the homages. Then you got the comic book collectors. Yeah. Then you've got the comic book spec people. They're all collecting it.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Tony, big time.
Yeah.
Because I know he's a good artist, and he needed to get out of. Let's put it this way. My Little Pony, that's his cash cow. He's known for My Little Pony artwork.
Wait, My Little Pony is a cash cow
for him.
Wait, but it's a pony. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Okay.
You got it. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
You picked up on that. Yeah. But anyway, that's how the guy really got known,
Yeah.
His I've got it somewhere. Now that we're talking about him, I wish I would have had it handy, but his first comic was actually called In My Lifetime, and it was a self-published book back in like 2005, 2006. So, yeah. But that's his first comic book, his first appearance in comic books. But yeah. And then there's some other comic people. Tom Wynn's coming, and he's real famous for being the inker and whatnot, and helping out Doug Mankey with the Red Hood for DC Batman titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're not DC, but you know who the Red Hood is.
I
would assume.
I might be having a DC book heading my way by next week, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna say what it is, but I can't believe it. So
somebody sent you something,
and a Stray Dogs #1 is coming my way.
Ooh, wow!
Yeah, so
cool. I like I said, I haven't read it. I've heard good reviews and I've heard reviews. I've heard, I've just heard mixed reviews on the story part of it. The animation is not I shouldn't say animation. The art in it. I've heard mixed reviews of that, but then once you get into it, a few issues into it, then you get kind of hooked with the story and the art. So, but I mean, there's just a lot of people buying them because of the homage covers or the homage.
The Silence of the Lambs, Stray Dog.
Homage, yes.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I do have the Crow cover, but I'm kind of a wrong finger. Crow fan.
I didn't get my Sinister War 3 yet. No.
Oh no,
not yet. So,
but anyway, they're happening, and I'm just like I said, I'm just selling a bunch of stuff.
So when is the Sioux Falls
SuperCon?
Yeah, when is the
it's October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping to have somebody there to do live feeds, but didn't quite work.
Come on, you gotta have a Bueller or something like that. You know?
I know. I tried. They weren't sure with the budget, so and with the Delta variant going around, and they're kind of playing it cautious. So anyway, did you find your stuff? I didn't want to interrupt, but you were looking, so I thought I'd fill the hole.
Yeah. I remember I was showing off my books.
Yep. You were looking for something, and I thought I'd let you look. Why we? No, that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Not much.
Yeah.
I mean, next week I might have a lot of books. I don't know. A lot of stuff's coming out next week.
I'll be getting the King Spawns, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not forking out the money though for that signed thing, but
yeah.
Well, you know what I did find?
What did you find?
Now for
let me blow you up. Here.
I'm trying to tilt it. There's the glare. For the people out there, this is CBS presents Action Zone. And this was the comic that they sent out to retailers to help promote their Saturday morning cartoons.
That's what I figured.
Yep. Okay. And you got Wildcats on there and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's kind of hard to find in pretty good shape. And the nice thing about this is that Jim Lee did the cover.
So they probably didn't make a lot of copies of that?
They probably did. When you hand stuff out free, and then you're back in, I think this is 92 or 94, sorry. When you hand stuff out for free, and nobody, air quotes, bought it, because I don't think anybody actually bought it, retailers, they just got it for free from the distributors. It's kind of hard to do a, print count. But kids, I guarantee you everybody beat the crap out of it. So
What do you know? What year that came out?
94.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably
I'm
like
surprised.
August or September of 94.
I'm surprised I never ran across that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you weren't going to comic book stores back then,
Oh,
uh,
I was.
yeah. And then We Live. I figured I'd just get rid of this one because I have the trade.
Yeah.
I think I have the trade.
Heard a
So,
lot of good stuff about that one.
yep. And I'll be getting. We also have Ryan Cody coming to SuperCon, and
Oh,
he's part of the family tree people doing this book. So I'll be getting this one signed by Phil, and then I know Eric Gapster pretty well. I'll get it signed from him eventually when I see him, and then Ryan Cody will sign it. So, and then
nice.
hopefully someday Lemire. We'll see.
Yeah.
And I'll be getting rid of the old Department of Truth Jenny Frison cover. And
What's up, Sleepy?
hey, Sleepy Reader. Then I have Boys 1 through 6 that I bought all in the dollar bin like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah. I'm going to sell all those. Paper Girl number 1.
Okay.
Get rid of that one. Kanan number 12. Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then I have some Thrawn issues I'm going to get rid of. And then this one's kind of hot right now.
Yeah, Star Wars hotness.
Yeah, Star Wars hot. This one's kind of hot right now because of the. Did you happen to see the What If episode?
I saw both that have come out so far. Yes.
Yeah, they were really good.
They are pretty good.
Yeah. So I got a couple of these. I'm gonna sell that. Then I found these.
Okay.
Captain America. And then this one.
Oh, I got that one.
Yep. And New Agents of Atlas.
Nice.
And
She-Hulk.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I had quite a few of those, but I quit like at 15. I quit way too early. So, and then Ghost Rider.
Oh, Ghost Rider. Yes.
Yep. And then Kate Bishop cover. And then this one's really neat. It's a lower grade copy, but
it's the annual. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first appearance of Hercules and Zeus.
Nice.
In Marvel. So I'll be selling that one too. And then you'll think this is pretty cool too, but I found it. I couldn't believe I still had it. Dark Horse. Hughes.
Whoa.
Alex. Yeah, this is a Hughes cover, I believe.
Yeah.
But the Slave Leia cover.
Wow.
So, and it's still in the bag. And then Godzilla versus Barkley.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. Yep. And then I'll be joining the South Dakota Ghostbusters.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yep. And so I've got 1 through 24 of this one. So I'll be getting into this stuff.
So you got your proton pack already, and
I have it all. There's a guy that I know who's really good at kind
putting
of
it all together,
aging it.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. So he's gonna. I'm probably not gonna be premiering it at the con, but I don't know. Those I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on a proton pack.
Yeah.
So what you do is you go to those Halloween stores, and they have them. But I'm 6'2.5", 6'3", something like that.
Okay.
Getting shorter by the day, but I weigh like 250.
No.
Proton packs are made for people who are like 5'5", 5'6".
Short guys.
Yeah. And it looks ridiculous. So I think we're going to try to make it a little bigger. So we'll see how that works. But yeah.
Hey, you need to take some pictures of the whole thing.
Oh, I will be. Yeah. And then the guy that did the crow drawing for me, the painting,
Oh yeah.
and that's a painting. Skinny Idiot Studios. He's making me a that size. Kind of stealing it from Bueller, but whatever. He's gonna put the SuperCon logo on there and just put some stuff around the border, and then I'll have people sign it that I know really well. So yeah, that ought to be cool.
Yeah. Trying to see if anybody else wanted to maybe join us.
Ooh, who's backstage?
But guess what? If everybody's too scared, well then. Yeah.
But
so many giants in the comic fans.
Yeah, we got Rob Boswell. He's here.
Yeah.
Sleepy Reader.
Yeah.
Sleepy Reader, John Runyon from the Comic Book Look, he's working at a comic book store now. So that should really get interesting.
Let me know what
nobody wants to see that ugly mug, huh?
No, really? Rob, come on.
Sam the Pimp Daddy.
Wait, who says this? Where is this come
from? Well, you were called the daddy, so I threw the pimp on there. At least I haven't said happy birthday, Sam.
Hey, yeah. First it's always my birthday. Then I got a son. What's going to happen next?
Yeah, now you got the daddy thing. Never gonna let you live it down.
And if you remember back in the day, Green Hearts. Remember the Green Heart? I don't know if you remember that one, but
no, I don't know.
Remember, I was on a live stream at Bueller's, and every time I said "what," people put Green Hearts up.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
That lasted a few shows.
Yeah.
That was before the happy birthday thing, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. On another stream, Bob was on somebody's thing.
Oh yeah.
They started bringing up Smurfs.
Yeah.
And
I had one of those. They started mentioning Smurfs on one of my things too. Yeah.
Did they really? Was that yours or was that? I can't remember whose stream.
Well, one of them was mine, but yeah.
Yeah. And then
Rob
I popped on there with. I heard Bob's got a pretty big Smurfs collection.
He sure hasn't shown it yet, but
no, he doesn't.
He's showing off his Dr. Doom and his MODOK and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Those MODOK figures, if you really want one of those, they're at like every GameStop here in South Dakota. So, I mean, they've got to show up on the shipping. They're you can order it online and ship it to you. If you really want one of those, it's got to show up, on there. Yeah. They're all over the place here.
MODOK is a big thing.
Yeah. Well, they like that cartoon. A lot of people like the cartoon.
It's pretty good.
Have you seen it?
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't even seen it.
Oh, you're behind.
I know. I'm so far behind. I had to switch from Sprint to T-Mobile, and so I lost Hulu for free, and I'm not going to get it till the new TV season start. So there's a green heart. Look at that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't surprised John got that job. I was not surprised whatsoever. Yeah, not surprised whatsoever. John's kind of he's well known within the comic community around here in Sioux Falls. So I've been on his show a couple times.
Yeah.
I've been Tom's show a couple times, and we talked about the history of South Dakota in comics and that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, 4-color commentary.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to think of other.
Oops.
I haven't got my Moon Knight #1 yet.
Your Moon Knight?
Yeah, I haven't got that one yet.
Wait, which one? Oh, the Bueller one?
Yeah, I haven't got it yet. So I haven't had a chance to read that one yet. Oh, wait, I got it CGC. That's why I haven't gotten it. But, oh, you know how I got, okay, Buyer Beware.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of that place? I cannot remember. They don't even have an eBay store anymore.
Hey, we need some more warnings.
Oh, these guys are horrible. It's Hot Shot. Hot Shot Comics are collectible. Hot Shot something.
Are they in South Dakota?
No, they're in like New Jersey, I think.
Okay.
So I buy, Amazing Spider-Man #55, black cover with the webbing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right when that comes out, right when I see that in previews, I say, this is going to be huge. This is like one of the coolest covers I've ever seen. And I think it was. I still think it was, right?
Yeah.
And I told my LCS, I go, you better order heavy on this thing. A lot heavy. And he did. But then I told friends that I know and some other stuff. And I'm like, this is going to be hot. Put it in your poll right now, And he had Amazing Spider-Man #55 for sale on eBay for like CGC 9.8 at $50. Like 3 months before it came, I take that back, 2 months before it came out. So he was pre-selling them, right?
Wow.
And I'm like, I'll at least get my money back if you can't do it. Because that's got to be really difficult. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A month ago, I finally get a package from this guy. And that's after me sending a few messages to him, and he never messages me back. But never emails me back. But I've heard CGC is like way behind and yada, yada, yada. Well, he sends me a second print.
Oh, second print.
Yeah, with the red webbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't have an eBay store anymore. He doesn't have, there's no way you can rate him, review. I send him a message. How are we going to make this right? Nothing from him. There's no way, and there's absolutely no way for me to get the money anymore either because he doesn't have an eBay store.
Yeah.
But whatever. I at least got that. I'll get my money back out of selling that thing.
Hey, I got the first, second, and third print at that.
Yes, I did too. Too. The blue, I like the blue.
The blue is really cool. Really nice.
I like the blue.
Yeah.
But and then somehow they got leaked into the Walmart packs, Sam.
Did they really?
The Gleason exclusives.
Oh, man.
Right. So I talked to I called JJ and I'm like, dude, what happened? And he doesn't have any idea. He's like, I don't know how they got them. He goes, we got everything at Gleason's house. Everything.
Yeah.
He goes, I've got the damages because I've got everything. And I've known the guy a long, long time now.
Wow.
I believe him.
So what do you think is Walmart's deal with these exclusives?
Well, okay, so how the exclusives work, to my knowledge, is that Diamond packages this stuff up or has it packaged for them, and then they distribute it.
Yeah.
But how did Diamond get them when it was a Gleason store exclusive? And then there was 6 or 7 other exclusives that snuck into those Walmart packs.
Yeah.
And they don't know either, but JJ and Gleason, they've kind of become the stars of this, but it sucks. I went to Walmart just to take a peek, see if they had any, newer ones with the whatever, and they were all ripped open. They were trying to see if they could.
Of course.
Every one of them was ripped open. It was pathetic.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is that here they're behind the counter. A Walmart dude has to stand in front of you while you do this, and he's letting it happen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, every one of these is ripped open. Oh, really? I realized it wasn't that, that guy's fault or nothing, but, wake up, people. Somebody did. So
I don't think we even got any of those those packs at my Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. There's that a few years ago, there was that Detective Comics number 1000. Yeah. And they reprinted that, and that's like a big, huge back issue. It's like over $100, and you can get it at Walmart. It's got a white cover with a Shazam on the back of it.
Okay.
I had one, and I was looking at them, and they had like 10 or 12 of them. Wow. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, God, I'm tired of paying for Detective Comics 1000, but I'll just get this one. So I looked through there, and all of them were smudged. The covers had black smudges on them from the Shazam ad on the back. On the front, because the front's white and the back is like completely black.
Oh,
and so, anyways, I found one that didn't have any color rub on it. Took it, whatever, and just through the grapevine, I sold it. Well, why wouldn't you?
True.
It was at 150 at the time or something I think it was 150 at the time. Anyways, I ended up selling it to the guy for like $100.
Good deal.
Anyway, you want it? He's, oh yeah, I've been looking for one of those for a while. Said, well, I've made enough money.
Yeah.
Here. So why not, right? But
you gotta do.
Yep. I'm still looking. I don't want to send any off because I don't have a perfect copy. But the Spectacular Spider-Man number 24, first appearance of Hypno Hustler. I'm on the constant search for a CGC 9.8 of that one.
So you got your feelers out.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's your be all and end all.
That's favorite. My unholy holy grail.
Unholy holy grail. Okay.
Sure. In other words,
you're the only one.
Probably. Well, I know of a few other people.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other people.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know of 2 other people that would want one. But
it's just rare to hear anybody speak so highly of the Hypno Hustler.
Well, there ain't no hustler like the Hypno Hustler.
I will admit that he is a rare hustler indeed.
Yeah, yeah. Did I ever tell you the story of that? Why?
No. Okay. No.
Never?
I don't think so.
Okay. So I don't know if anybody that's watching right now knows, but I did have a comic book store in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
We closed in like 1994. And we started in 88.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was in high school, went through almost my college. So anyways, the 2 friends of mine that were always down there, always after school, after school would get done, we'd show up, and that's what you did. You just hung out down there, the 3 of us. And so we're sitting there, and we get this phone call, and it's this guy. I asked one of them last time I saw him, I go, who is that guy from the publication that called us? And he goes, it was a Seamus guy. And I go, how do you remember it was Seamus? And he goes, well, how the hell do you remember it's not Seamus? And I go, like, you got a point. Because there's not too many Seamuses in South Dakota, right?
That's
so
true.
anyways, he said, I am something or other Seamus from Wizard Magazine.
Okay.
And we'd like to ask you a few questions. Okay. Jim, come up with a better print next time. We'll see you later, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like the Todd McFarlane call. But anyway, so I hung up. He calls right back and he goes, no, I'm not. I understand why you think that this is a bunch of malarkey, but it is me. So he asked me a bunch of these questions. And then he goes, hey, we're kind of coming up. We don't have a whole lot of more to the months. We need like some suggestions for more to the month. And the two guys I was with, they both yelled, boom, right away. Hypno Hustler. And so I put them on the phone with him because I didn't know much about the guy. Because he was at the time, he was in one book. One. That was it.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, he became a Word of the Month in Wizard Magazine. And they used our verbiage.
I think I remember that.
Completely. Like word for word. Like later on the guy called again he was asking something else. And I said, hey, did you record our conversation? He goes, oh no, I wrote everything down because I wasn't going to look at the issue. So anyways, that's the Hypno. That's why, and I'm still looking for a Wizard Magazine too, because I got rid of that, years and years and years ago. Still looking for one of those, but.
Maria. Hey, Maria.
Maria.
But Hypno Hustler. How many books has he been in?
Now? Okay, so 24 Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah. Right.
Him and the Mercy Killers.
Oh yeah, his backup.
Hypnotize everybody at a disco.
And you had if I remember, you had Peter Parker in a.
Yes, he had the big collar.
Totally 70s outfit.
Oh, he had the jacket too. Yeah. I mean, it was hip for the time.
Because I think didn't Flash Thompson took him out dancing or something. Somebody took him out dancing.
Somebody did. I can't remember who. And his spidey sense went off.
Of course.
And that's when the Hypno Hustler and the Mercy Killers, who they just stood there the whole time. I don't even think they moved. I don't know what.
Wait, Hypno Hustler he had like a big guitar.
Yes, still does. Still does. That's like his gimmick. Yeah. Just not the name.
It's but he can hypnotize people with his
Yes. He hypnotized everybody at the disco except Peter, and I think it's because he put something in his ears. Anyways, the Spidey sense told him to put something in his ears. By the way, that's the only time that's ever happened. So anyway, my spider sense is tingling. I should put something in my ears.
Okay.
What? Anyway.
That's not how that works, but okay.
Yeah, whatever, right? So he hypnotizes them, and then they rob him.
Yeah.
Peter has a short skirmish with him, and the cops take him away. And you don't see him for like ever. Until
he's locked up.
Wizard Mort of the Month.
And that's opened up the doors, you think?
Apparently it did, because then he started showing up in all of these different titles. There was that Spider-Man limited series where he was kind of hugging the gravestone. What was the title of that?
Hugging the gravestone. Is that something Destiny? Was that it? With
it's in the future.
Was that the Mysterio one? I don't know.
Yeah. So, anyways, in whatever issue, Hypno Hustler gets shot in the head. Brains laying out on the pavement.
Oh, so they're gonna they're gonna take care of him like that, huh? All right.
Yeah, it wasn't good for the Hypno Hustler. And then
Wait a minute.
then he shows up in the background a lot when they go into that villain bar. Hey, Sleepy Reader.
This guy.
Hey.
He shows up in the background a lot of that bar that they go to where all
The bar with no name.
less than desirable villains go.
Yeah. Super villain bar with no name. Yes.
Yes. And then, one second. I've got floppies of this too, but this was
I'm sure you do.
so Avenging Spider-Man number 12 and 13.
Really? Look at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are totally on top of this dude and every appearance he makes, huh?
Well, it's not exactly that difficult because he's really not in that many issues.
You don't have to hustle too much.
So I'm gonna
I
say
get bored and I get duplicates.
you're gonna be part of the reason he blows up one day. So
Probably not, but I'll take the credit.
oh come on.
After we're all dead, he'll be a legendary character.
Yeah, after everybody quits collecting. By the way, have you heard of the Hypno Hustler? But yeah, it's I don't know. It's because he's so obscure, I think, is the reason I like him. You know, he's not exactly a D-lister.
He's totally 70s. Totally. I mean,
oh yeah. I mean, if you were to read the verbiage in those Avenging Spider-Mans,
yeah.
the guy's still there.
Hey, I mean, why didn't he ever show up in Dazzler? I mean,
Dazzler, that's just what I was going to say.
Right?
He's a perfect Dazzler character.
I know.
perfect.
There's a whole storyline there, damn it.
There is.
A wasted opportunity.
Somebody screwed the pooch.
Yeah, somebody really
You
screwed
need to do a retcon story.
Yes.
Reboot? Nah, not a reboot. Retcon.
Like a flashback tale.
There we go. Flashback story.
Yeah.
Hypno Hustler and Dazzler.
Somebody's got to get on it.
It's got to happen.
And I know some comic writers that I could probably have them pitch it. They'd all get laughed at.
Came from Derek over here, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
But no, I mean, I'm always looking for, a slabbed one. And then there's rumors that there's Mark Julius ones out there, so I'm always looking for those.
Yeah.
And that isn't that time frame where it possibly could have been. Does it make it worth anymore? Absolutely not. But
I missed. Did you get signatures of the creators? Who
no,
originally created
they
them?
haven't come. Yeah, they haven't been anywhere even near here.
Okay.
No.
Is that a Tom DeFalco? Who created Hypno Hustler?
I don't know. Who did that one? I don't even remember who.
Did it start with Jim Shooter?
Run to my box and go get it. But
I could Google it, I guess.
It's possible it could have been Jim Shooter. Possible.
No.
No?
Yeah. Jim Shooter actually had some decent stories back then. Unless this was his introduction to comics.
They
so bad.
Wikipedia says Bill Mantlo created him.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So that's a hard signature to get because he's got brain damage or something.
Does he?
Yeah, he was in a car accident. It's very tragic. And his whole career and life. I mean, he's still alive, but he's not able to do anything.
Yeah.
So that's very sad.
Yeah. But Sleepy Reader, I don't know if you heard earlier, but Phil Hester is going to be coming to SuperCon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
like
really
his
good
third
artist.
time coming.
Is SuperCon in Dakota?
Sioux Falls,
South Dakota?
Yep. There it is.
Okay.
There it is right there.
There it is. The Mercy Killers, see the way they're standing?
Yeah.
Throughout the whole book. That's what they do. They just stand there, arms to the side. They don't do nothing. They're killing or nothing.
Kind of what I'm thinking about Hypno Hustler is that he's got some of them platform shoes like
he's
Kiss
a pimp.
members of Kiss, and stuff like that. You can see that.
He's a pimp.
Yeah, he's a pimp.
Yeah. And then I haven't. There's a guy in Canada. And I should just pull the trigger and do it. It's been on eBay for like a year. Some artist did a card of Hypno Hustler, drew a card.
Like a
trading card. Yeah, the trading cards.
Yeah.
just drew a card of the Hypno Hustler, and some guy in Canada has it. It ends up costing like $60 to get it down here, and I'm like,
wow,
I haven't even paid that much for a slab.
Hey,
I mean,
how much of a fan are you of Hypno Hustler? If you don't have that,
so far, $35.
yeah, but that's not, do you have Spectacular Spider-Man 24 slab?
No, I've been looking.
You need to get it.
It's like if it pops up on eBay, I get a notification. It's like that much. That's how much I've like trying to get one. I haven't seen one years and years. There's got to be some out there. I know there is because I've looked it up at some point. But there's
everybody in the chat, keep an eye out.
Yeah, right.
Get a hold of Derek over here if you happen to spot me. I'm just letting you. I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that, Sam. Yes, I appreciate the listeners.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a fun one, you know.
Yeah.
He shows up in enough stuff that.
Yeah.
It says on Wikipedia that Hypno Hustler's in a crowd scene in the House of M.
Yeah.
You have that one?
Yep.
Crowd scene in House of M.
Yep. And there's a variant cover for that one too, and I have it. Yeah, it's there's like so many appearances though that he's in the background of that bar that they don't even put on, the list.
Right.
Hey, if Hypno Hustler is not in the background in a future Secret Wars movie, then we're gonna do a riot. We're gonna have a riot.
Well, if okay, bear with me here. If Marvel can finally make the Eternals popular, or Shang-Chi with these movies, right?
I think Eternals is going to be a rare Marvel flop.
Shang-Chi now, I think they could do something with, but I don't know about Eternals.
Yeah, I tell you what, you guys have been doing this long enough. You guys know how many times they've tried to resurrect the Eternals.
And then
it's a tough sell, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And I just saw the trailer for the Eternals movie, and I felt like this is not going to work. This is not going to work.
I did too. And there's like all these people that are like, wow, this looks so cool. And I'm like, oh.
Hey.
Now, usually the trailers get me excited. This one was like, I don't want to.
Maybe I'm tainted because they tried
I got to tell you something. Angelina Jolie says this is the biggest movie she's ever worked on. Okay, come on.
Well, and you got to go with her word, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. If she's making that kind of a claim, it's a flop because she's
really trying to go.
Soon she'll just be selling candles like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wow.
Oh
man.
I can't believe that squeaked in. That was perfect.
We got
good one. That was awesome.
We got my man.
Oh, Herminio, nice to see you.
Big Herm, what's up?
How you guys doing today?
Oh,
good.
Very good.
Pretty good. Laughing.
Nice. I see that.
I'll be right back. Just 1 sec.
All right. Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. Tomorrow I'm gonna be shooting the Monday morning Bueller coffee show. I'm gonna pretend to be Bob.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And nice. I don't know if I can fill those shoes.
Well,
I won't
even really try.
From what I've heard, Bueller's been trying to get you on one of his shows here for a while now.
But I was on the group show where we all were on.
Yeah, but he says that doesn't count.
Oh, okay. Well, it's fine. I mean, I'll enjoy doing a show with Bueller, but I have to not think that I'm trying to be like Bob.
Yeah. Hey,
I love the Bob and Bueller chemistry, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want you to be the best sleepy reader that you can be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
You're gonna
I'll
do
try.
fine, Damian.
I know. I'll
You'll
do
be fine.
I am so used to being on camera now. I can't believe it.
I've got a nasty habit of
I used to
texting
hate-
Bueller stuff when he's doing that show too. I just don't know why, but I just do. Okay, so
Right.
Hypno Hustler, right?
I got more.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, I just went and grabbed it. I'm like,
Are you ready? Are you
Right,
ready
we
for
got
this?
24, right?
Wait, I better blow you up
Make him
for this.
large.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will make
That's
you
it.
laugh.
There we go.
Okay,
There you
so
go.
I think this is most of them, if it's not all of them. But anyway, here's Hypno Hustler, number 24, the Spectacular Spider-Man, right? And that's the newsstand. And then I started looking.
Spanish version.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Mexican version. Yep.
Okay.
And it's a little different. It's not too different. It's not like the Gwen Stacy ones where they go off script. It's pretty much
Those look kind of
full
cool.
script. Huh?
Those look kind of cool. Those Gwen Stacy ones.
Yeah. Oh, they're cool. If I could find them for
Yeah.
affordable, I'd love to get them. But and then another 24. Let's see. Oh, and then he's on the cover of the 70s
Oh,
handbook. Right down there in the corner. Oop, wrong side. Right down here in the corner.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's there with the X-Men. Big, this is the biggest cover he'll ever be on. You got the X-Men and Captain Marvel, Danvers, Punisher, all those guys.
Black Goliath, Power Man.
Yep.
Punisher. Yeah.
Yep.
Wolverine.
They snap him like a twig and it's less than a second.
Yeah.
And then Amazing Spider-Man 647. He's in this one, and I can't remember exactly what it is, but he's in it. I think it's the raft. I think that's one of the raft appearances.
Oh, he made it to the raft. Oh, okay. He's big time now.
Well, yeah, he's so dangerous.
He's
He's dangerous man.
He's dangerous man.
Yeah, and that's where they did the Avenging Spider-Man. That Deadpool and Spider-Man go to the raft, and he's celled with the Tinkerer.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
He got it.
Right.
He had a good buddy in the cell. with him.
Right. So it allows the Hypno Hustler to hypnotize even faster.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah.
It's an improvement.
Yeah. And then it's Rain, Spider-Man Rain. This is when he gets shot in the head.
Oh, we don't need to go there about that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see his bloody carcass up there. And then I don't have the other ones. I got the Dark Rain one somewhere, but a local artist here, he did
Look at that.
Nice.
he did a Hypno Hustler for me.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's those. And then I mentioned it earlier on in the show, and it was like laying right there. Was this is Tony Fleece's first? This is from when I knew him when he lived here.
Okay.
Tony Fleece's first comic that he came out with. It was self-published in my lifetime, and it's actually got the comic book store that John works at from A Comic Book Look, Damien, in there in this comic. And then so I had him sign that when he was at SuperCon last. And then I've got because I knew him, I got the previews page where you could order it in there also, and I had him sign it for me.
Oh, nice.
He said that's the first time he's ever seen somebody have the previews sheet. And I go, well, do you have that yourself? And he said, oh, yeah, I've got that. He goes, I don't have that printing of the book, though. He goes, I sold out of those. But anyways, yeah, that's just a little stack to go get. But
apparently someone ranked something called Shortlist ranked the Hypno Hustler as the second worst villain of all time. You should be upset he didn't make number one.
Hey,
what's number one?
I can't find the
At least he made the list. Come on, man. At least he made the list. Yeah.
Hey.
Let's see. I think I think Kite Man is number 1.
That could be possible. Yeah.
According to them. And
Who the
Hypno
heck is
Hustler's
that?
number 2, then Crazy Quilt.
Really? I've never heard of that guy, but I've heard of Hypno Hustler. He needs to bump him up.
He needs to be number 1, the number 1 worst villain.
Come on.
I got a
His
question.
own book.
You got a question?
So the Hypno Hustler, did you get everything? Well, how about ratio varying? Those count or those don't count?
I don't have like 100 to 1 if there was ever one of them, or
Did they even do those back then?
Didn't they do those for the rain? I think they did them because I have some kind of
I don't know when they started doing that kind of stuff.
I've got a variant cover for that Dark Rain. I know that, but yeah, they don't have Am I going to go out for it? I mean, I won't do $60 for a original artwork trading card.
Yeah.
You'd have probably the biggest fan. I'm not going to be going and getting the 500.
I was not a fan of that Spider-Man Rain book. Not a fan.
Oh, I heard really good. I heard the whole story. Like I got it, but I haven't read it yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah. The Spider-Man Rain.
Sam, why don't you tell us why you don't like that Spider-Man Rain?
I could tell you a couple reasons, actually.
And if you don't mention it, I'm going to.
I want to hear this. I haven't read it.
Okay, I think I know what you are thinking of, but it wasn't quite. I was thinking about. I wasn't a fan of the art. I wasn't a fan of how Mary Jane, what happened with her, and then there's the what you were thinking of there. Yes.
The
why don't you tell them?
Spider-Man web shooter. Made an appearance long before the Batawang.
See that before the bat? See that Spider-Man showed off.
Spider-Man was first.
Batman. Yeah.
Yep.
Once again.
Yep. Years and years before the Batawang.
Yeah. My goodness.
Before the Venom sting.
Yeah. It's that was kind of earlier on in Carrie, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Carrie Andrews'
career.
Yeah.
And I think his artwork got a lot better after that.
It did. It got a lot better. Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Herm,
what's up?
How are you doing? How are you doing over there?
I'm all right. I'm at my mom's visiting.
Yeah.
Getting ready for work pretty soon. So I thought I'd just pop on here to say hello because it's been a while since I've been on your show on Friday. So I saw these fine gentlemen here, so I just wanted to say hello. I don't have any books with me, so
that's okay.
But yeah, I heard you guys talk about the Eternals earlier, and then I was like, I think like it could surprise people. You never know, and then it's pretty good,
I would be one of the surprised. But see, Herm, you have to realize, like the three of us, we've seen the Eternals tried to get rebooted like 10 times in the comic world, trying to recapture that magic of that first 12-issue limited. I think it was 12-issue limited series.
12 issue, yeah.
You talking about not Kirby? I don't know.
Was it 8 or 12? I can't remember. Anyway,
I think it was 12. I think you're right. No, 8. You might.
Back in the 80s, there was a 12-issue one.
Yeah, so. Mark Grunwald, wasn't it?
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was the last time it was somewhat readable.
Right.
Yes.
But I mean, even it was one of Kirby's weirdest, wildest flailing about comics to begin with.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I liked it for the Kirby art when Kirby did it.
Yeah. The Kirby art was good, but I didn't like the story. I was like,
it was his
what?
His least successful story.
What's going on? Maybe Mark,
And the current
was it
Eternals
Grunwald that
comic
did that,
is
or was he Squadron? I was wrong. That's Squadron Supreme.
Squadron Supreme.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah.
But they've just tried to. Neil Gaiman tried to reboot it. That was horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. I mean, so many people have tried to reboot that thing, and
So did Kirby draw it and write it?
yeah,
That's what it was.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
yeah.
He needed for it, help him out. You know what I mean? That's the reason why Stanley's a great writer
No.
too.
No, he didn't.
Kirby wrote a lot of stuff that was good, but Eternals just wasn't one of them.
Yeah. There was just, I don't know. There's just 5 or 6 first appearances every issue. Just how do you? I don't know. You can't get any character development.
That's the first appearance in almost every comic now. Oh,
yeah.
You get this one? Get this one?
Yeah, it was like 5. There was seriously, there's like 5 or 6 first appearances in every comic. And I mean, I love Kirby. I'm more of a Kirby guy than I am a Stan Lee guy.
Okay.
I believe that Kirby wrote more stuff than people realize.
Yeah. I agree on that too.
I think somebody else's name was on those books, and he had little to nothing to do with anything that was going on in that book. But
I think
that's just.
I think Kirby did. I agree with that part, but I think the teamwork between Stan Lee and Kirby when they were, actually teaming, great stuff, man. Great stuff between both of them. So I'm gonna give them both credit. I know, like people like to. Jack Kirby deserves all. He's the king. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna still stick out my neck because he gets a lot of bad rap and stuff like that. Man, there's a lot going on in there that even beyond Stan Lee around that time. So, but I'll just keep it there.
Yeah. Oh, I'll keep it there too.
Yeah. I get.
I wish I could have Jack Kirby's autograph.
Oh yeah. He's king.
On anything, but that's not going to happen. But I think, I remember as a kid, I was visiting my aunt in Chicago, and I walked into a comic book store. Stan Lee's signing books. It wasn't a big deal then. Nobody cared. Literally nobody cared. There's a bunch of people in there, and here's Stan sitting at the table, a wobbly card table, and I had him sign my book, and he signed it on the inside. I don't know where it's at. He really didn't get, if I remember right, he really didn't get big on the signing circuit till he was out of Marvel, and McFarlane and Lee and Liefeld kind of all gave him props.
Oh yeah. So like very early 90s.
Yeah.
Or so.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder when signatures became like such a big deal in terms of value of comics and stuff. I don't know if people cared so much.
Not too many people did.
I think maybe
I have an old Conan signed by John Buscema, and I don't think it costs very much money at all.
I think maybe it's kind of like a thing like, you say go to baseball games, you might get a signature on a baseball. So it kind of like a bleed over from baseball or stuff like that, where you get signatures, maybe.
I think it kind of happened because of Wizard World. During that whole time frame where Wizard World was kind of blowing up, where you went from, San Diego Comic-Con, went to that many moons ago. Jim Lee was in a basement at a card table, he would just started doing X-Men, I think, at that time. Anyways, I think it cost me $20 to get in, and I thought that was expensive to get into a show.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, it was
You know?
back then.
And there was all kinds of people there, you know. I got X-Men Teen Titans signed by Simonson, Claremont, and somebody else at that thing too. So, but they were all over the place. I mean, it was just, they were all over the place, and people just go down there and get signatures. You know, they do it inside the covers, and that's just the way they did it.
Yeah, they usually would just find a little blank space at the bottom of the page, I think.
Yep.
And just
Yep.
sign it.
So, I remember too. I got Flaming Carrot 1 through 5 signed by Burden, and he'd only do it on the inside. He would not do it on the outside. I think they had just started doing it on the outside at that time because he kind of made a big deal out of it. Nope, I'm only signing the inside.
I don't want signatures on my cover. I've asked people to sign on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's some that I do, some that I don't. A lot of times they're signing so much stuff, you know, the lines get so long that it's just faster to, you know, do the cover, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But I think it was Wizard World that really kind of blew that stuff up.
On a different subject, did you
major?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No,
I was
ahead,
just saying all the major hype from the '90s and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys get the Defenders? I guess it's a couple weeks old now.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I haven't read it yet. Is it good?
As an old school fan, I just loved the art. It was almost like Jim Steranko or something.
Who did the art for it again?
A guy named Javier Rodriguez. I think I've seen his art before, and I don't remember it being like this. But
he was from Javier Rodriguez.
Sorry, what was that, Herm?
It was Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen. Okay, I didn't read Spider-Gwen. I don't know if he was like this in Spider-Gwen, but it's kind of, I don't know, a bit like Paul Galassi or Jim Steranko.
I think there's a different colorist between Gwen and that one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, you know, like the way this bang here is done, that seemed really Steranko to me. And I'm trying to find some other examples. But so I'm like in love with this art now. The story was pretty good. It's hard to tell yet where it's going.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone else cares because I'm so old and like the old comic art better.
Hey now, come on now. I feel your pain.
But for the sort of retro old school art, I just was kind of blown away by how good the Defenders were.
There you go.
I think I'm going to give it a chance.
Hey, come on, give Peace a chance.
Yeah, I get Savage Avengers. That's kind of my guilty pleasure.
Savage
book makes no sense at all, but
it's the best Conan comic.
Yeah,
it's a Conan. Come on, what's not to love, right?
It's, probably better than the regular book that's coming out now.
I think it is.
I mean,
yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, I thought Savage Avengers would last 6 issues, and it's still going. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's gonna go. It's gonna go past issue 26, I guess. So, yeah,
because it's good. It's better than the original, the Avengers one right now.
Yeah. Hey, can I just say something? It looks like She-Hulk is gonna be back to her normal self. She won't be all big muscular.
Uh-huh.
Well, that TV series is coming out. They got to get it somewhat close.
Yeah,
they got to go back to something reasonable.
So I'm totally happy with that.
Uh-huh.
So
is the like John Byrne She-Hulk? Is that your favorite style, or
it is?
Yeah.
That was a good for her.
I've got a list of trades and whatnot that if my LCS comes across, that he can kind of find on the cheap or cheaper, you know.
Yeah.
And that's one of them is John Byrne She-Hulk run.
Yeah.
So, you can get it on Amazon or whatever, but you know I can wait.
I picked up the omnibus of that one. I have John Byrne omnibus, She-Hulk.
Yep.
John.
Yep. And you know what's crazy is, and maybe Damien, you know, and Sam for sure, is all of those comics were in the dollar bins for decades.
Forever.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Vanity Fair issue, the jumping rope issue, all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I passed that stuff up. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, and
I get pissed at myself now.
Yeah. Yeah. If
I thought it would be there forever. I could just grab it someday.
Yeah, someday yeah. You know, that was kind of a fun read back in the day. I should get those. Ooh, look at this. You know. And they were in the 50-cent bins when they had 50-cent bins, and they were in quarter bins. And they were in mint because nobody read it. I mean, it wasn't bad, you know, but Byrne had seen his day and nobody was getting it. You know,
he had 2 runs on that. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yep.
He had 1 through 8 and then 31 to up to 50 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there's like 2 different covers for one of them, isn't there? Like they had to change something. I think I remember reading that somewhere. It's one with Howard the Duck on the cover.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
And I can't remember what they changed. I think some of the artwork or something.
Yeah.
But that was not one of the popular ones. But I remember when that Vanity Fair She-Hulk cover came out.
Yeah.
There were some comic book stores that couldn't put it on the shelf.
What? Come on now.
Well, everybody was ticked off at the Vanity Fair issue for the Demi Moore cover at the time, if you remember right. You know, they're like,
right.
Oh my God, the children.
Too much on the cover.
Yeah. You know, the children are going to see this. Well, children aren't looking for Vanity Fair, but that's another story. Anyway, the She-Hulk came out and they're like, what? You know? And then there was a lot of people that wouldn't even put there's a lot of stores that wouldn't even put out that jumping rope issue after they found out, you know, what it was. Like Walden Books, they pulled it from their shelves. So.
Hey, that's because Walden Books kind of sucks. So there you go.
Well, they were the very conservative family kind of store.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't want to take any chances.
Yeah. But come on, She-Hulk. Come on.
Yeah, I'm parting ways with my number 1 though. What else? What's that one?
This is called Heroes Union, which seems like a bad name. Like, are they in a union? But it's drawn by Ron Frenz and written by Tom DeFalco. Roger Stern, written by Roger Stern.
Is that
And it just came out this week.
Is that the one with Sal Buscema art or something like
Sal
that?
Buscema is one of the inkers. There's 2 inkers, so I don't know which parts were inked by him.
What company came out with that?
It's some brand new company called, where's the name of the company? It even says approved by the Comics Code Authority.
Oh my.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's called Binge Books. No, Sit Comics. Sit Comics presents the Heroes Union Binge book.
Yep.
Nice.
I've heard.
I have a feeling it's someone with money to spare who just hired his old favorites from when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard Gordon Purcell talk about that.
So it looks like classic Ron Frenz, Sal Buscema art, but these characters seem dubious to me. The Blue Baron, Raider, Windfall. They're all named after Wall Street concepts, you know, like having a windfall or a Wall Street baron.
What's up, Carlito?
So Think Tank is another one. It just, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I want to like it because of the art, but I'm a little nervous.
Come on, you gotta like it.
I've got it because of the artists.
You gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be an Avengers from Sal
looks
Buscema
like
days doing the Avengers.
Classic, old school stuff right there.
Oh yeah, some big fan wanted to do a book. You're probably right.
Yeah, but they've got more coming in previews. I saw they have like a different comic every month, and they're $5, but they must be about 64 pages. So definitely kind of a loss, losing money. I think.
Or I just thought of this. Or those creators are going to all these shows, and they take it with them to the shows, and they might as well put it in previews.
Right.
I've seen that happen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I asked my shop to order it, so I don't know if they would have had it if I hadn't mentioned it.
Yeah.
But some months I'll go through previews with a fine-tooth comb and find things like that, but other times I don't bother.
Yeah, same here. That's kind of how I found Vault comics.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
now Vault's getting bigger, but at first you had to.
Yep. Really that's how I found Heathen.
Is that a Vault book?
Yeah. The Wassels told me that they bought that series. It was already done through some real dinky small indie self-publisher or something. Okay. They bought it and then they republished it.
Yeah, Vault has a lot of good stuff, and I haven't read it.
Yeah. Heathen is really, I think it's really good. There's 3 volumes of trades for it.
I'll look for it.
And the artwork is, I like the artwork. It's a little different, you know, but I like it's light pencils, you know. The coloring is almost watercolory, you know. But I really enjoy it. You know, and it has a nice conclusion. You know, it's a contained story. Heathen was really good. Demon Bear issue 1. If you want to shed a tear on that Vault title, number 1 at the end of it, wow, that is a 1-issue fantastic story. But that, I mean, you really had to dig to find Vault, you know, when that stuff came out.
Right. Like 2 years ago, Vault was almost impossible to find. And now it's getting much more buzz.
Yeah.
All the indie books are doing well, right?
A lot of them.
Right. I think Vault, with this Radio Apocalypse story they're doing with Rom V, I think that's, I've seen parts of that. It's really good. Back when Clara and Travis and then Dakota Comics were going to do a exclusive before it got canceled, and then now I don't think they're going to do any. I don't think they're going to do a cover again. But I think that's going to be a really good story.
I'll be back in a second. Excuse me.
All right.
So, Herm, what's going on?
What do you do for a living, Herm? You started.
What?
You work the night shift?
Yeah, I work night shift. Yeah.
Graveyard
shift. Old school.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it, right?
Oh, yeah. I work UPS, so I mean, I don't know. I get up at 2 a.m. and I'm there by 2:30. You know, so I'm done by like 9:30, 10 o'clock every day. So kind of in the same boat, but
yeah.
Derek, do you have a channel?
No, but
okay.
I get told quite a bit that I should do one.
It seems like you have a channel.
I'm on one often. I used to be on Travis's sometimes. I've been on yours.
Yeah.
I was on Robbie's moons and
Yeah.
moons ago. Oh God, who else? I've been on a few. And then I've been told that my name is kind of recognizable in some of the chats, So
Hey, you're a recognizable guy.
thank you. Thank
Well,
you.
and you've got a lot of great comic knowledge, so
Yeah.
it seems like a natural for a channel.
Did you guys see the Donnie Cates episode? The Bueller? I'm assuming you all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm the guy. Travis was showing that Hunter Quaid thing, and Donnie goes, "Oh yeah, but nobody's got it."
Oh yeah. That's right. You
got
got
it,
it.
right?
That was me.
Nice. Yeah, that was an awesome interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the Hulk and all that. So I'm looking forward to his Hulk run. I love
Yeah.
Donnie Cates stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I like that he writes kind of like 90s style mixed in with today. He takes the kid in him, everything that he wanted to do as a kid, he's putting him in these books, and I enjoy that because I love the 90s stuff. I grew up 90s, so I got love for it. A lot of people trash 90s stuff, but I freaking love it. So that's my guy, Donnie Cates. So when I saw that, I love that. I enjoy that. I'm hoping to meet him one day.
Yeah. I'm good friends with Elliot, and they did quite a few things together at Heavy Metal, and then they were interns together at Marvel. And then Donnie was Elliot's best man in his wedding. So
sweet.
But and Elliot, he did Knock 'em Dead. Just all kind, I don't know. I hang out with the guy, so. But
What's his last name?
Elliot Ray Hall.
Ray Hall. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
The
familiar.
Bueller, the Knock 'em Dead cover.
I think
Knock 'em
that was Bueller's first exclusive there.
Right. Yeah. I was like, hey Bueller, I got a deal for you here. Clara wants to do the cover for that because it was Elliot and Clara that pitched that story to Aftershock, but Aftershock didn't want Claire to do the story. Now I don't know why, but they didn't think it was going to work for that one. Her doing that one, but Elliot and Clara pitched that story to Aftershock. They picked that other dude that lived in Italy or whatever it was, but Clara still wanted to do some artwork for it, and she told me after Devil's Red Bride, she told me at that one, she said, Aftershock's not going to pick me. She said, if Travis and Rich want to do a exclusive cover again, she goes, I want to do a cover. So that's when I reached out to Travis and said, hey,
You're like the secret man in the middle, making things happen.
Secret agent.
I don't mind doing that, to help out friends.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to connect people.
I mean, Rich, he's done well with DakotaComics.com. And that helped him out quite a bit. Travis, that was his first exclusive and first, unofficial exclusive.
Yeah.
Was through that, and they were going to do Radio Apocalypse together. But I don't think that's going to happen. Bueller's been pretty busy, and I don't know if he looked at his emails. But
Bueller
Rich
doesn't answer a lot of things.
Yeah.
Maybe because he gets too many messages or something.
Yeah. I'm kind of he does answer me, so I'm kind of fortunate that way, but I don't reach out to him that often. It's like, hey, here's a tidbit for you, or this is going to happen. I've heard this is going to happen, or yeah. But know that
I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Oh yeah,
pick up my daughter from acting camp. So
okay.
I'll talk to
you. It
guys
was nice
later.
seeing you again, Damien.
Yeah, nice seeing you, and thanks for having me on, Sam.
Yeah,
and talk to you some more, Herminio. I always run away when you're here.
It's all good, man.
But no, so I've got, I was a fan of Elliott way back. So I mean, I've got the Dark Horse Presents issues that they did together with Hunter Quaid, and I've got just all that stuff. What is it? They did a limited series, and I've got the covers in my head now. I can't think of the name of it. Anyways, they did a story about a bunch of heroes and paybacks. If you get a chance, Elliot and Donnie wrote the paybacks, and they had Jeff Shaw do the artwork. And I believe Image is printing it now. I don't believe Heavy Metal's doing it.
So is that a mini series or?
Yeah, it was a mini series. It was 4 issues, and then the trade has a few extras. That's really, really good. The paybacks. It's a really good series. It's Donnie and Elliot early in their career.
Yeah.
So that was even before Buzzkill, I believe, or just after, one of the two. But I have yet to meet Donnie, but maybe someday.
One day. Yeah. It was easier before, but now he's so popular. That line must be huge. No.
Well, here's the deal: is he likes doing smaller cons.
That's true.
Okay, and I've heard that from many, many different people. He does the big cons because Marvel requires him to do so many big cons a year, but he likes to do smaller cons. All right.
Yeah.
I think that there's a chance of him doing SuperCon. I really do.
Yeah.
Because it's a smaller con. It's South Dakota. People don't mind driving a couple hours to see it, come to it. And I think he'd have fun. He's only there for like a day or something like that. But, the fee might be too much now. I don't know. There's appearance fees and there's guarantees and all that kind of stuff that you have to reach. And sometimes that gets too expensive for some of these smaller cons.
Yeah.
So it's like I tried to get, who did I try to get? I tried to get Michael Golden for SuperCon.
Yeah.
Because Michael Golden, you talk to any comic book artist from like the mid 2000s up, or even a little bit before that, and they all look at his style of art.
Yeah.
They all look at how he did things. He's like one of their inspirations. Almost all the artists that come out now, they all look at him.
I think he's a little bit underrated.
I think so too.
Yeah.
He's a giant, man. I mean, as a kid, Avengers Annual 10.
Yeah.
Oh, Herm, if you ever get that in trade, or if you fork out the money, because it's Rogue's first appearance, if you ever fork out the money for that, or you get it in trade, that's Michael Golden, man. That whole issue is him, and it is awesome. I mean, that guy does such a good job of Thor getting knocked out.
Yeah.
And Iron Man, everybody getting knocked out. And, it's so good.
Yeah, I have to read it. I have it. I have it slabbed.
Oh, you do? Yeah, well, don't break open the slab. But if you ever get a chance, read it. Even digitally doesn't do it justice. That's when they were drawing stuff so it looked good on paper.
Yeah.
But man, that's good. I think didn't they have a dollar issue of that, Sam?
So
they did.
Huh?
They did?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've still got my old beater copy from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So
how about that?
How about that?
But he was like $8,000 plus flight, plus flight, plus hotel, plus food. You add all that up, it's like $10,000.
Yeah.
I was like,
Ooh,
can't do it.
no.
Right. I mean, I talked the Power Rangers down to $2,000. They went from 5 to 2. And nobody cared they were there.
Listen, we're going to talk you down a bit. It's okay.
Well, that's all we heard for years. Bring in the Power Rangers. Bring in the Power Rangers. And I got right on the Facebook site and I said, listen, we can't afford the first year Power Rangers. You know, we can't afford it. And I was like, I'm going to try to get I'm going to try to get some Power Rangers. Would everybody be happy with that? You know, and a lot of people said, just try to get that kid from Turbo. So we got the kid from Turbo. Nobody went.
Cool.
Well, you got to get some of them turtles. Get some of them first turtles.
Well, actually, I had a chance to get the guy that did the stunt work.
Oh, really?
For I can't remember which one. And he had the suit and everything. And he could do the flips and kicks and everything, but he couldn't do it that weekend. I was like, damn, I wanted to get him. Because he'd stay in the suit and he'd do flips and whatever, take pictures with people in the suit. People go nuts for that, but he couldn't do it that weekend. And he was affordable too. You know, it cost a lot extra in airline because you had the luggage for the suit. You know, it cost a lot more that way, but still, he was cheap, man. I wanted him. Oh, well.
We want to get your cheap ass up here. Come on.
Yeah. No. I know. It's been talked about to make a trip out there. This year I had to buy a car for the kids, so.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do some damage.
Yeah. I think once the kids get out of high school and once I get a few years underneath their belt in college, then I'd probably be able to do what Bueller's doing, drive around and do whatever I want. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll even buy a comic book store. Who knows?
Whoa, now. I don't know about all that. Watch out now.
There's a plan. I know a guy who's retiring in 4 years. So
there's an end game.
Yep. But who knows if it'll happen by then, you know.
Yeah.
In 4 years you could have another crash.
Oh, don't say that.
But look at what came out of that last crash, Sam. Ultimate Spider-Man.
True.
The whole Ultimate line, which initially was really, really good.
I wasn't into it at first.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
That's like
because I felt threatened by that.
Oh, you did?
Oh.
Because I was like, they're trying to replace the 616 universe, man. Come on.
I think some writer I read that article.
Yeah.
I think somebody just tried to create controversy. But Herm, issues 1 through 6 of Ultimate Spider-Man, is that not like the greatest origin story of an established character that you've maybe ever read?
Or
did you read it, I guess?
I haven't read it in a long time.
Yeah.
So like I don't remember it too fresh in my mind, but I remember reading it at the time and I did enjoy it. It was different.
Yeah.
At first I didn't want to give it a chance, but I did because of Spider-Man. As Spider-Man's on the cover, I'm gonna get it. Then I started reading. I really enjoy it. I think Bendis did really good on that run. So yeah, it was for the way he did it, he changed some things, but not completely. You know what I mean? He did it. He put his spin in it, and I did.
Yeah, I mean, they had Uncle Ben in there for 6 issues. You know.
Yeah.
You gave a shit when he died because they developed the character of Uncle Ben. You know, I'm not saying Amazing Spider-Man #1 was not any good. That's what I'm not saying. But in modern storytelling, you know, he was there for 6 issues. There was some character development, you know, and you cared when he died.
Yeah, those people I remember complaining like, "Oh, they stretch the story for 6 issues or whatever," and I was just like, "It was good." What do you? I mean,
Yeah,
we got. I mean, why not? You know?
yeah, it's character development.
What do you think that was Bendis's best run on a book?
I didn't read
That's a tough one.
but it's up. You know,
It's up
one
there.
of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides Daredevil.
Well, the Daredevil is up there too, but
yeah,
you know, the Jessica Drew story that he did.
Yeah.
You know, with the Purple Man and
oh yeah,
that whole thing.
Jessica Jones.
Wow, that was phenomenal. I thought.
Yeah, I like this Jessica Jones stuff. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah,
I really did.
Not Jessica Drew, but Echo, or not Echo. Who is that?
yeah, it's Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. I said Drew. That's why I thought it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good because it was original, you know, and I really enjoyed that. It's like that was like he's really good at street level stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, but Superman was just brutal.
Oh, okay.
Not that you would know, Sam, because you wouldn't even give it a chance, dude. But
no.
Do you think it more doing both titles, Action and Superman? You think it hurt that whole run for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
so I loved, and to this day, I love the Super Sons. Right?
Yeah.
And what he did to Superboy, I'm sorry I swore, but that really fucking pissed me off. It really did.
Me too.
What the hell are you doing? This is one of the best titles that DC has out, and you're fucking ruining it.
R-rated? Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. Hey, it's my show. I'm like, this is for kids. This guy said the F word he dropped the F bomb.
Well, it did. It was like, it was. Were you reading that stuff, Herm?
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't thinking it.
No. It was horrible. I mean, why are you doing this, you dumbass?
Was that?
Anyways.
Is that the thing where Superboy punched a hole in the thing? Didn't he punch a hole in a dimension or in the?
No. That was fine. That was like a crisis story.
That's Superman Prime or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Superboy Prime. Yeah, they punched a hole in the crystal. That was one of the crisis. The second chapter of the crisis.
See, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I know. You're DC literate.
Did it happen before? What was the name of the series when he first started? It was like, 6? It was 12. When he started an issue before he started his run. I forgot the name of it. I think that's where it happened, right? Where he aged up Jonathan.
Okay, we're back to that. Yeah. Well, they had hinted towards it, in the back of a few issues, didn't they? I think it was so bad. I just didn't even want to. I
forgot the name of the series. It was, what I'm talking about. The series before that jump started.
Yeah.
Both ones.
I
forgot the.
Sleepy. Yeah. Thank you.
No, you're right. It makes a lot of people mad. Like the same reaction you like they start talking about that, everything's all like there's no swearing words. As soon as he talk about that, they come out.
Yeah. Well, it was so good. I mean, the writers, the artists, everything. I mean, you've heard, I don't know, if you watch YouTube at all, Robbie said it. Everybody said it when they did that. That was the dumbest thing they ever did.
Mm-hmm.
And those writers and artists, they really brought out the kid, the boy. You know, I read that and I was like, man, I was just like that. You know, when I was a kid. Or
yeah,
this little piece, you know, was whatever. And in Super, the one, I tell you what, okay, so sorry. The best story that they ever did for the Super Sons, I thought, was in Superman. And it was earlier on in the, I think it was the New 52 series when they started that, right? Where I think it was Catwoman and Bruce Wayne take Damian, and then Lane and Clark, Lois and Clark take Superboy to the fair, the county fair. That is the best. That is one of the best one issues like I've ever read. And I told Doug Mankey that. I think he did the artwork for it. I think he did. He did something with it. And he goes, "Oh, I totally agree." He said, "That's one of the very few that I've ever read." He goes, "I wanted to read that one." He just normally does the artwork and then he's done. You know, he doesn't read them. But he goes, you know, you just can't. He goes, you can't even recapture something like that. So
yeah.
And also, you know, that's where Patrick Gleason got his start, was the Super Sons.
Patrick Gleason, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Well, he worked for DC.
Yeah, that's kind of how he got his start. Okay, so let me give you the geometry of the whole, not geography, sorry, geography of the whole thing. So, Doug Mankey, he lives in the cities area, okay, a suburb of the cities, right?
Yeah.
Relatively close to him was Tom Wynn, all right?
Okay.
And Tom did the coloring on Doug Mankey's Batman series when they introduced the Red Hood and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Well, they were lifting buddies. So they were doing the comics together. And Tom was doing Green Lantern with Doug. And, I mean, it went on and on and on. They just kept going and going and going together. And then Patrick Gleason, he moved into the area. And I can't remember how he glommed on to Doug, but he did. And he started working with Doug on some stuff. And that's how he got – they're all within a few hours of each other.
Wow.
You know, when JJ goes to get all of the Gleason stuff signed, it's like an hour and a half. You know, he's got to drive out there with a car full of stuff to get signed. But it's the cities has a lot of artists and writers, and like Dan Jurgens, he lives out there. You know, so there's a fall and winter con out in the cities, and they all go to it. Everybody.
What's up, Billy?
Billy.
Hey, Billy. Most peaceful station, Billy. Yeah.
But
Patrick Gleason started. What was it? The Rebirth? Was it Superman? Superman?
I think it was You're right. I think it wasn't New 52. It was Rebirth. You're right.
Yeah.
Rebirth. DC jump. Yeah. DC reboots everything all the time.
There's a lot of DC talk. There's a lot of DC talk here. Oh man, I can't believe what's happening.
But look where Patrick Gleason is now. He got his start on the Super Sons.
And then
look where he's at now. Spider-Man.
He was Spider-Man for us. You know what I'm saying? So,
he stepped up and went to the big leagues.
Stepped up.
But I do think
Hale.
I do think that there's going to be kind of a shake-up with Amazing Spider-Man. They're going to do this
Yeah.
stuff, and then somebody else might be writing it after a while.
What are you trying to say?
I think Donny Cates is going to do Spider-Man when
You
Thor's
think so?
done.
Is
Yep.
that what you think? Is that it? Are you making a prediction?
That's how I make the prediction. Yes.
Is that how we do this? Is this how we do this?
He just put it-
Oh, I thought we were doing the. I thought we were doing the thing.
Insider information.
I thought we were doing. I thought we were doing the BS thing. Where we,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
So you don't, you don't think they give the one of the writers, one of the three writers, the Spider-Man run? You really think Donny Cates, like maybe around 100 or something like that?
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so from a marketing point of view and from all this other kind of stuff, right? Okay, so all these guys are writing Spider-Man right now, okay? And what's it going to come out like twice a month or something again?
3 times.
3 times? Okay.
Mhm.
It's
The
not
three
going to
writers.
take long for them to get to 900 or whatever the hell it is, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That gives Donnie enough time, okay, to do Hulk and Thor and for him to be done on Thor. Just a prediction. Because he's already a ways into Thor,
True.
right?
Yeah.
Donnie wants to write Spider-Man. If you're gonna do a Spider-Man, why not have Donny Cates do issue 900? Finish up the storyline that the others are doing, and then have a short story with Donny Cates on 900. Because 875 is coming out here pretty soon, right?
You like that? We're talking about Spider-Man, so yeah.
Yeah. We'll do the air quotes, but pew pew, right?
Just dive in. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, think about it from a
Donny
marketing
Cates. I mean, Donny Cates. It would make a lot of sense for Donny Cates to do one of the most popular Marvel characters. So,
and he wants to do it.
see,
And he's
there's
their
a
golden.
there's a want
Yeah.
there. There's a need. There you go.
Yeah. But
I'll take.
I have an echo. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That
there's
just
an echo.
started.
There's an
It
echo.
happens. Powers in the screen.
Oh no!
Did you click something, Fran?
I touched nothing.
Clicking over there.
I touched nothing.
I don't touch something either.
Is it?
Nah,
Is
I
it him?
muted myself.
But anyway, that's just my prediction, and I'll end it there for the day.
Damn,
okay.
give it.
Go
I
ahead.
swear to God, I didn't touch nothing.
No, it happened. It happened.
Okay, I believe you.
It happened to our stream, and it's just
It did,
like
I know.
hours into our stream, started doing this. It's like,
So we got a time limit. I got a time
Oh,
limit.
is it? We have the time limit?
StreamYard is giving me a time limit. I don't know.
I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, guess what? We're gonna end the show right here then.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Sam, thanks a lot for having me on again. I'll talk to you later. Nice to see you again,
All right.
Herm.
Yeah.
Talk, Eric.
Yeah, and hopefully it's next Friday. I don't know if my daughter has volleyball or not, but yeah, hopefully I can see you again next Friday, maybe.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, okay. All right.
bye.
Okay. Okay, Herm. Okay, hey, don't go anywhere. Because I gotta say, hey, this was a great show. Despite the technical difficulties there at the end, this is a great show, the Ever Lovin' Show. Hey, this is Friday's show. It's what I do. And Herm has got, you're trying to get Herm to 500? Let's get Herm to 500. Let's get me to 5. I'm on the road to 1,000. Get there someday.
Yeah,
So, it's all working out, and this is my buddy who I do the Wednesday show, the YouTube team up show, and we're gonna be talking about Civil War. It's gonna be awesome. So hope everybody has a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend, and we'll catch you all later.
Slam. First SummerSlam.
There you go.
Tomorrow.
That's right.